Dear students, good morning to one and all. Previous class completed one modification of root, that is storage roots or tuberous roots. Today we are going to discuss about the second modification of root, third modification of root, fourth modification of root, fifth modification of root. Now, second modifications of root, that is prop roots or pillar roots. Third modifications of root, that is stilt roots or brace roots. Fourth modifications of roots, that is respiratory roots or breathing roots. Fifth modification of root, that is epiphytic roots or velamen roots. Now, first discuss about the second modifications of root, that is prop roots or pillar roots. So dear students, prop roots or pillar roots, given the example for banyan tree. So this is a prop roots or pillar roots of banyan tree. Banyan tree is a larger tree. At the same time, the larger tree of banyan tree are having to larger size of the branches. Larger size of the branches. So these larger size of the branches to be arranged from the roots, to be produced roots. So these roots hang for air for some time and later to fix the soil. So these roots look like pillar-like structures, that is named prop roots or pillar roots. Prop roots or pillar roots. Dear students, this is a prop or pillar roots of banyan tree. In generally, banyan tree is an angiospermic plant. This is a larger tree on earth. So this larger tree are produced larger size of the branches. So some of the advantageous roots arise from the larger size of the branches. One type of advantageous roots are developed larger size of the branches. That is, roots arise from the larger size of the branches. So these advantageous roots sometimes hang for air and later to fix the soil and appear to be pillar-like structure. So hence these roots are named as prop roots or pillar roots. Prop roots or pillar roots. By means those hanging structures, so that have support a banyan tree, What are the uses of pillar like structure of roots and prop roots? So these prop roots or pillar roots is always to be providing a mechanical support, in the banyan tree. So these are general character features in prop roots or pillar roots. So dear students, the prop roots or pillar roots of banyan tree are having two types of root systems. So one is a taproot system, second one is a adventitious root system. So in generally, the banyan tree is a dicotyledonous plant. So this dicotyledonous plant is always having to taproot system. So taproot system is directly elongation of the radicle for the formation of primary root, which goes into the soil, then after to become a secondary root and tertiary roots. So the primary root and lateral branches are constituted within the taproot system. Okay now. Next one here, adventitious roots. prop roots or pillar roots are here one type of advantageous roots. So advantageous roots are this type of roots are developed to parts of the plants other than radical, parts of the plants other than radical, mainly to be developed to branches, larger size of the branches. So those larger size of the branches to be produced tank-like or pillar-like structures of roots. So this is also one type of advantageous roots. So these plants containing advantageous roots and tap roots. So two types of root systems are present in banyan tree. Two types of root systems are present in banyan tree, where one is tap root system. Why? Because this is a dicotyledon plant. Second one here, advantageous root system. Why? Because this is a larger tree. So these advantageous roots to give a mechanical support in this plant. So two kinds of roots are present in banyan tree. This phenomenon are named as dimorphic roots. Dimorphic roots. So dimorphic roots are clearly shown on banyan tree as well as stilt roots, that is maize, as well as epiphytic roots, that is vanda. So these plants are have always presence of the dimorphic roots condition. Dimorphic roots condition. So especially the banyan tree to be presence of two types of root systems. One is tap root system. Second one is advantageous root system. So that is named dimorphic roots. Next, coming to third modifications of roots, that is stilt roots. So stilt roots, given the examples for here, maize and sugar cane. So maize and sugar cane both are monocotyledon plants. So stilt roots are present especially in monocotyledon plants. Prop or pillar roots are present especially in dicotyledon plants. So both are advantageous roots. The prop roots or pillar roots to be originate from the advantageous roots. The stilt roots or grass roots to be originate from the advantageous roots. But here banyan tree is one of the dicotyledon plants. Maize and sugarcane both are monocotyledon plants. So dear students, so similarly the stems in maize as also sugarcane, so have supporting roots, coming out of the lower node of the stem, especially. So these roots are named as stilt roots or brace roots. Okay now? Stilt roots or brace roots are seen in maize and sugarcane. So dear students, this is a maize plant. So this is a maize stem. So this is a maize root system, that is fibrous root system. Why? Because this is a monocotyledon plant. The monocotyledon plants are having two fibrous root system. So in this stem containing nodes and internodes. This is a node, this is internode, this is a node. But especially stilt roots is always developed to lower node of the stem, below the stem, lower node of the stem. Okay now? Similarly, the stems in maize and sugarcane have supporting roots. Coming out is always lower node of the stem. So these roots are called stilt roots or brace roots. This is a node. In which node? Lower node. So stilt roots are developed to lower node of the stem. So stilt roots is also one type of advantageous roots. But these advantageous roots are here smaller in size. Why? Because this is a smaller plant. This is a monocotyledon plant. And smaller size of the plant. So hence smaller size is the larger size of the plant and can have into larger size of the branches. So in this time to be developed the larger size of the pillar-like structures of roots are developed. So these are also one type of advances roots. So advances roots are modified to proper pillar roots. At the same, advances roots are modified to stilled roots or base roots. So dear students, so this maize and sugarcane containing two types of root systems. Okay, no? One is fibrous root system. Second one is advances root system. So this phenomenon is also known as dimorphic roots. Dimorphic roots. Okay, no? Banyan tree generally dicotyledon plant. So maize and sugarcane generally monocotyledon plants. So dicotyledons can have into taproot system. Monocotyledons are having to fibrous root system. This is a one type of root system. And the second type of root system are here. Banyan tree is also presence of advances roots. Maize and sugarcane also presence of advances roots. So those plants containing two types of root systems. So that is named dimorphic roots. That is named dimorphic roots. So next coming to fourth model pieces of root. That is respiratory roots or breathing roots. Respiratory roots or breathing roots. So this is a respiratory roots of Avicennia. This is a respiratory roots of Avicennia. So especially in mangrove plants. Especially in mangrove plants. Mangrove plants, the best examples are here Rhizopora, another one here Avicennia. Rhizopora, another one here Avicennia. Both are mangrove plants. So in mangrove plants such as Rhizopora and Avicennia, Rhizopora and Avicennia grows swampy areas. That is lack of oxygen areas. So grows swampy areas. So then after come out some of the roots vertical upwards. So these roots are named as respiratory roots or breathing roots. So dear students, this is a Avicennia. This Avicennia plant containing one type of root system, that is a taproot system. So generally root is always grown for the soil. The part of the plant body is present below the soil. That is underground part of the soil. That is root system. But here especially in mangrove plants such as Rhizopora and Avicennia, so generally grows in swampy areas. So in this time some of the roots come out of the ground. So some of the roots come out of the ground and growing upward direction. So these roots are named as respiratory roots. So this respiratory roots containing pneumatophores. Tip of the respiratory roots or tip of the breathing roots containing pneumatophores. So these pneumatophores is always help to get oxygen for respiration. By means to be easily absorption of oxygen for their surrounding environment, and then after to be transferred into the muddy areas of root systems or swampy areas of root system through the pneumatophores. So these pneumatophores is always helping so easily absorption of oxygen for their surrounding environment. So then after to be taken of respiration. They are not to be taken of respiration. By means they help to oxygen for respiration. They help to oxygen for respiration. That is the importance of nematophores. Respiratory roots or breathing roots or nematophores are seen in mangrove plants such as Rhizopora and Avicennia. Rhizopora and Avicennia. So some of the roots growing from the soil, but some of the roots come out growing vertical upward direction. Come out growing vertical upward direction. So these roots are named as respiratory roots, but these roots are named as tap roots. So these are tap root system. So this is also tap root system. But some of the roots come out on the growing in vertically upward direction. That is named respiratory roots. Respiratory roots. This is a fourth one. So dear students, fifth modification of root, that is epiphytic roots. So this is a epiphytic roots of Vanda. This is a epiphytic roots of Vanda. Generally, so in plants is always grown some other plants. In plant is always grown in some other plants of branches or stem branches. Stem branches. That is named epiphyte. That is named epiphytic organisms. Especially some plants is always grown on the other plant organisms, that is grown in stem and stem branches. That is named epiphytic. That is named epiphytic. So in these epiphytic plants containing two kinds of root systems. So one is clinging roots, second one is velamen roots. Clinging roots, second one is velamen roots. So dear students, clinging roots is always shorter in size, attached to the another plant of the stem or another plant of the branches. And another root are here, velamen root. So these are larger in size and for air freely and is always absorption moisture from atmosphere. Is always absorption for moisture from atmosphere. So these roots are named as velamen roots. So these velamen roots containing one type of tissue, that is named velamen tissue. Velamen tissue. So dear students, this is another plant of the stem branch. This is a Vanda plant. So these are the leaves, these are the roots. So in especially Vanda containing two types of root systems. One is clinging roots, second one is velamen roots. So clinging roots are shorter in size, is always attached to the other plant of the stem or other plant of the branch. And the second one here, velamen roots. These are larger in size and for air freely and is always helping in absorption of moisture from atmosphere. Absorption of moisture from atmosphere. So these velamen roots, one type of advances roots. So one type of advances roots are specialized. So these specialized advances roots are containing velamen tissue. So hence they are named as velamen roots. Velamen roots. These velamen roots is always absorption of moisture from atmosphere. This is a epiphytic roots. So dear students, this is a crop roots of banyan tree. This is a stilt roots of maize and sugarcane. This is a respiratory roots of Avicennia and Rhizopora. Avicennia, Rhizopora, both are mangrove plants. So in generally some of the plants grown in swampy areas or muddy areas. So this area are not containing available oxygen, rich content of carbon dioxide but low content of oxygen, that is lack of oxygen. So these plants are named as mangrove plants. So in generally mangrove plants are grown in near the seas and near the oceans. So fifth one, epiphytic roots of Vanda. Vanda is always grown another plant organism. So not attached to the root system, not attached to the soil, only attached to the another plant organism of stem or stem branches. So in this time, so some of the roots is always attached to the another plant organism of stem or stem branches, but some of the roots are freely hang for the air. In which purpose? So these roots are not attached to the soil, so not absorption of water and mineral nutrients. So in this time, these roots hang for freely air. So is always absorption of moisture from the atmosphere. Why? Because these larger size of roots containing velamen tissue. This velamen tissue easily absorption of moisture from the atmosphere. So hence these roots are named as velamen roots. Okay now.